right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to IVRL Season 1, Week 21. This is the last week of the regular season, and here we are on this EU matchup of newbies versus beginners. And as we're jumping into the lobby, getting things squared away, I hope everybody's having a wonderful weekend and a beautiful Sunday. It is a beautiful day here on the East Coast of the US. And we hope to continue today with many casts. And let's check out the bans for today between these two teams. Here in the IVRL, we are in set number 3 for the map pool. As you can tell in front of you, 10 maps in the map pool to choose from. 4 bans total, 2 from the home team, 2 from the away team. And it goes home, away, home for the bans. And then to start things off, home team Newbies went ahead and banned Snow Peak. And then off to the away team, beginners banning Cargo and Suburbia. And then back to the home team, banning Downfall for their 4th and final ban. See a bit of a pattern coming out here as the beginners taking away those smallest maps, Cargo and Suburbia, one of the 2 smallest maps in the game. And man, they want to play some more strategic, maybe middle of the tier, maybe some Subway or Bazaar. But what we shall see when it comes to their map choice. Map number 1 is the home choice. And they decide to take us to Abandon, the newest of the DPI maps. Abandon, extremely long, good, one of the largest. It might be larger than Downfall, just not as wide as Downfall, but long, I believe longer than Downfall. So we shall see how this is going to play out for the newbies. I believe they're throwing a curveball out there to a team like beginners, as this is one of the newest maps in the game, and maybe they're hoping they have an upper edge on them. Maybe they've practiced this map a lot and trying to throw a bit of a curveball to beginners, hoping that they are not as experienced on this map. But we shall see how it plays out. Let's jump into it as we have all 10 members. Let's check out those starting lineups. And to start us off with the newbies, Mr. Shrimp, Fabs UK, Jason, Laidback Egg, and the guy that just disappeared. But on the beginner's side, we got all 5 in. KC, we always call him C-Quick, but Pause, Lawnwick, Stray Jack, and Smoils. And looks like a bit of a disconnect there on that last 5th member of the newbie side. But I would imagine they're going to be in rather shortly, maybe a comms issue or a mic issue, as they were already in the lobby and then disappeared for a second, just as I wanted to say his name. He said no. But again, hope everybody's having a great time today. I am Lampy28. I'll be your sole caster for today, and we are going to have a full day of cast. So stick around, keep this channel open, as we will have probably 3 total casts today on this channel by myself. I'll do another one this afternoon and another one tonight. Excited. Last week of the season, getting ready for that postseason. Gonna see who makes the cut and who doesn't after today, honestly. And then, yeah, excited. Make sure you take advantage of the channel points predictions, so you can bet on who you believe is going to win map 1 or map 2. Currently, right now, you should see that there is channel point predictions for map 1 only. Channel points are the points, the number down by your chat bar should be a purple circle, and it'll have your basically participation points. The more you watch the stream, the longer you watch it, the more you chat. If you follow or subscribe, you earn a ton more channel points, so please make sure you do that as well. And any I believe there was a promotion going on. If you're an Amazon Prime member and you are a part of an Amazon Prime, I believe you still get a free subscribe to Twitch. So check into that and let me know, because we would appreciate that here at the IVRL. It does help the casters out like myself and the team, the IVRL team and, you know, providing this kind of stuff. We are early in our first season and working up to get those sponsors, but any subscriptions that you can throw at us, we would greatly appreciate. Fly around here. Let's check out Abandon. Abandon, extremely long map. As you can tell, we are in the very far south here. There is some starting spots that do happen here in the south, and back here as far as you can go back south. And as you can tell, you fly through the south. You got from rock wall to the right to beach to the left. We got a nice warehouse building here with a small pipeline. Takes you through the center, where we'll have an OBJ on this building as well. Looks like we are starting things off. That's where our first OBJ is going to start, right here. Very spicy one because there's so many little corners and angles that you can hide and get that cap in. As beginners starting us off today on defense, round number 1, map number 1 of this amazing matchup.
Okay, here we go.
And we do have a bit of a quick spawn as newbies are starting in the south, one of those quicker locations, as Fabs and Jason are working their way up the sniper tower hill here. Gonna look down onto the objective. Defense getting quite spread out, with Smoils finding that first kill and quickly refragged by his partner Pause. Pause says, "Stop stealing my kills." Jason finding Stray Jack at the 3-story building. And quickly the beginners are down to a 3-man offense as Laid Back Egg finding Pause on that aggression flank. Putting extra bullets in that body just to ensure his timely death. And not being revived. Down to 2 members, Seaquick and Laid Back Egg. Or Lonwick, the last 2 members up. And Lonwick a bit off of objective here. A little bit further away, but still offering that overview protection.
Southeast and then at the White House.
I know in the past these walls used to be penetrable. Not sure if they are anymore.
The big sandbag.
There's one in the top shack.
Yeah, Seaquick does call out Jason. You can see the angle that Jason's got as Lonwick is trying to put shots onto Jason, exposing himself a bit on the other side of that rock, but also holding back Jason the best he can. Defense definitely not thinking or knowing that there's more coming from the far east side here. Short Undead and Mr. Shrimp making a large rotation, possibly to work around this angle and get a new view at the OBJ. Shots do ring out from Laid Back Egg as the beginners have got to be thinking, man, we are getting surrounded. Shots coming from the west, shots coming from the south, as the north and northeast group has not made much of a sound and not given away their position quite yet. Lonwick a bit exposed here. Oh, Short Undead should find this kill once they peek this edge. And he does. Seaquick all alone. Shots ringing out all around him. And this is where things can get dangerous for Seaquick because he's got multiple angles to watch. Almost should just come out and die, because if you get in this side, you can cap from inside this building, you can cap from behind this wall, and obviously you can cap from this side as well. Seaquick finding those shots on Laid Back Egg, but Laid Back Egg returning fire just in time. Trades do come out, but the round goes to the Newbies, taking round number 1 on map number 1. Wow, what a first round we have here on map number 1. Gotta say, I'm excited to see the rest of this one play out. while we have a moment, let's take a look at the standings for these two teams and see where they're lying. I believe the beginners in the EU, I think they were number 2. They are number 2 in the EU with an SRS of 2,480. And the newbies, not far behind. Let's check that out. They are sitting at number 7 with 2418 on the SRS. So a good 52 point difference here. Oh, sorry, 62 point difference here in the SRS system. So if the newbies can pull out this upset, this win today, there's going to be quite a bit of SRS gathering from them due to the fact that beginners are so much higher than them in the ranking system. As we do get all 10 members back in the lobby, I would imagine we are going to be firing things off here very shortly. But every round matters here in the IVRL with the SRS system. The way it's based is, you know, each round matters, each point matters. So, you know, losing 10-9 in or winning 10-9, you know, offers you some, you know, gain in an SRS system, in the ranking system, but winning 10-2 is going to be so much more. So it's not just winning the match itself, but how much you win by.
And if you can watch towards over there.
Let me know. I'll see if I can look over.
I'm gonna go to silo.
Yeah, me too.
It's like the offense getting 3 spread out to the west as 2 are heading east. Seaquick and company up here to the sniper tower, looking down on the objective. Similar approach as the newbies took on their offense. Checking that 3-story, which is usually a very common location, and as we can tell, nobody is in that spot just yet. Straight Jack pushing on the beach, looking for that kill on a Jason. Gets one. Bad thing about the beach is once you're identified here, there is nowhere else to go, as Laidback has proven.
-1.
And 4v4 here, still on round number 2. As the newbies hoping to hold this one down and take a 2-0 lead. And beginners looking to redeem themselves off that first round, a bit of a TK, and take round number 2. The example of unfortunate clipping happening by Fabs, nothing wrong with that, except that he could possibly get shot through there and die on the other side of the wall. And it's just something in the game that you got to be careful with, and you're not backing up too far into a wall that could possibly expose part of your avatar. Take a look at the beginners trying to, you know, surround the objective more or less, having 1 go to the far east, 2 staying in the south, and 1 staying in the west. And trying to find those picks as shots do ring out.
Hit him, at least. Call that Echo 3.
Mr. Shrimp believing that he may have taken someone down. Did not quite hit. Who's over there? Lonwick.
Careful when you cross here in the east. He's watching this side.
As Smoils is going to join Lonwick on his East Coast party here.
Spot, 2nd floor.
Smoke's coming out onto OBJ. Looks like maybe from pause, trying to block some view. Short Undead out in the open a bit. And that's the problem with Abandon is large and offers a lot of concealment, but not a lot of great coverage.
Got anyone on the Overwatch hill on the sniper point?
Problem is that there's nowhere to really hide in a lot of positions. Short Undead trying to find shots on a Seaquick, not able to make him connect. Pause, very aware of someone in this location, making a rotation to that 2nd story probably. possibly get a better view at this guy, or even outside. Oh, shots do ring out from C-Quick, gathering that kill.
I'm throwing smoke so I can transition.
Shots coming out.
Second floor. He's on the north side.
Lasers from Smoils trying to pick off Mr. Shrimp. That building must not be penetrable, and maybe somebody in chat can help me out with that. It's been a while since I played Abandoned. It used to be penetrable, that building, but not sure if it is any longer. I think there was an update that fixed that, because it used to be just nowhere else to hide on the objective, and now, you know, at least you have somewhere to hide and use the windows. Heard the call outs from C-Quick that there was only 1:50 left and things need to be pushing forward, as Fabs and Paws are going to be coming danger close here. Smokes coming out onto the objective. Good smokes by Paws. And laid back egg finally getting C-Quick, bringing 3-3 here. Nobody really watching this front end, which can be very dangerous because someone can get right up there. And Fab's hearing Pause. What a great job there. And man, this is the danger zone on this side. If nobody's watching this side, this is where a lot of caps can happen, as more people are focused on the side with the actual objective. Because if it's possible to sneak up here, you can get against this fence or in this building in the corner. Lonwick, another TK on the beginner side. Unfortunate events there once again. All down to Lonwick. 3 members still up here for the Newbies. 30-second beeper going off in the headset. Can Lonwick find his way around? Does not. Newbies taking round number 2 here. Nice job. Nobody really watching this front end, which can be very dangerous because someone can get right up there. And Fab's hearing Pause. What a great job there. Yeah, and that is the danger zone for that objective, as most people will learn the hard way. But Fabs peeking it at the right time. Not sure if you heard footsteps or just kind of something clicks in your head like, man, no one's looking at that, or I've got to check that, because that is one danger zone right there. Objective does move, 20 yards or so up to the north here into the center. This is where you're going to see a lot of people taking that 3-story and maybe sitting in that tank. This one's tough because you're not sure if they're going to spawn in the south or the north. Got to figure that out pretty quickly. As the beeps do bring us into the next round, round number 3.
Hey.
Stray Jack taking that upper 3-story building. This is good for you to come up here and check to see if they can find the spawns. And that is the biggest thing. But the spawns directly to the east of them, C-Quick and Smoils should be the first to come into interactions with these guys.
Or they had to get a north spawn. This guy came from north.
Yeah, C-Quick is calling out the north spawn. It was actually the direct east spawn. Bit of a quick spawn that the offense has taken bit of a little bit of a more patient approach as Mr. Shrimp still sitting back behind the apartments. Fab's moving through the southeast. And who is that? That would be laid back egg in the very far south. They are not going to be expecting somebody up here. Laid back egg and pause trying to make this southeast approach. Laid back and Fabs. I think I said pause. But pause is the defender going to try to stop this approach. C4 still up and alive here. More or less a distraction, I believe. Now, if pause, even if they shoot that, I believe pause could shoot or throw a grenade that way and even explode it, even if it's
Killed him right behind middle apartment.
even if it's disarmed.
Gotta try to reconfirm.
And man, you can see the offense really was spreading out there in the far north. The player does get picked by the 3-story.
The fucking drone came from the south.
And offense had a widespread. Everybody around Layback Egg has sights on to Pause's location, possibly could see his gun.
That means they sneak.
Laid back egg knows Pause is there, can possibly see his gun. Just can't get an angle on him.
What's the echo count? Perhaps there's one in front of you. I'm trying to get him out.
Oh, and here comes C-Quick in that 3-story. You can see him. Is he going to find Laid Back Egg or Fabs before they get this? Oh, man. C-Quick just saving the day. And, man, they had Pause lined up. And C-Quick saving his life.
Hang pipes.
And quickly refragged by Lonwick. As beginners take round number 3 here. Great work. Wow, that was intense. I thought for sure that Laid Back Egg was going to find that kill onto Pause, but man, C-Quick, what a great rotation to the 3rd story of apartments to look down and just picking off Laid Back Egg right before that went down. Whew. Man, and you can tell the newbies know their ways around this map. They must have been practicing it this past week or so, putting in the time and, you know, trying to use this map as, you know, a bit of a curveball here for the beginners, as it is showing so far. Beginners had a good defensive round there. Seaquick getting a few kills by apartments on the north side, and then rotating, making that rotation and finding that overview as well. The coverage in the 3-story was doing their job as well, finding one far north, and really nothing left there for Short Undead or Fabs at the end. He was surrounded by 4 beginners, nowhere to go. And jumping into round number 4, the objective does stay the same location, and we'll move on the next round as the objective stays in the same spot 2 rounds in a row, giving both sides an offensive and defensive round. Spawn coming from that northeast once again, and beginners moving quickly to the apartments as Short Undead, Mr. Shrimp, and Laid Back Egg are here to cut that off in the center. 2 holding back near 3-story as these others have made their way. 2 nice covered in locations as Laid Back Egg and Stray Jack should be getting quite close to each other here. Laid Back Egg using the, you know, basement of this building here and the steps as coverage and as an ambush spot. Stray Jack just outside listening, trying to stay as quiet as possible. If you walk too fast, you give off noise from your steps, and that will send in some flags towards Laid Back Egg. The problem with Stray Jack here is trying to find somebody in this building before you're spotted. Like a needle in the haystack, but does find Laid Back Egg in the back.
Echo 4, 1 down warehouse, friendly in warehouse.
Three-story.
Like Smoils does have that M203. J-Jack finding another. What an
Balcony is 3-story, balcony is 3-story.
Nice M203 grenade shot there by Smoils. That M203 grenade does offer some, you know, incredible distance. You gotta be able to aim on that arc that it's going to get, because there is some drop from that grenade launch. The only downfall of grabbing a grenade smoke or explosion grenade is that you do not get a foregrip on your M203 any longer, or your MK18, and which causes a ton of recoil when you shoot. Those that are using it very often, or really often, have gotten used to the recoil, possibly even going to single shot to increase accuracy. But having that M203 grenade or smoke could be very valuable in a matchup. And here in the IVRL, we are allowed to use those M203 smokes or grenades on any map. Seaquick making this rotation around the same way that Fabs and Short Undead were trying last round. Shrimp and Short Undead hearing those shots from the far north. Stray Jack.
I just down one, but he's still alive.
Stray Jack finding the guy in 3-story, and that is 3 kills for Stray Jack on this round. 2.5 as Fabs is still alive, giving callouts.
To the middle.
Stray Jack looking for that confirmation.
Unless it was friendly fire, but
confirming that body, which was shot down over here, but in the caster POV, you know, he was over here. And Seaquick finding another. That's 4 kills so far here. Or I'm sorry, for him and Stray Jack alone. And Mr. Shrimp going down to Seaquick as well. What a job there. As beginners come back on round number 4, tying it up 2-2. And Paul is rocking with that -2. Things that happen even at any level of the game, man. TKs are going to happen. So if you're saying it never happened to you or you never do it, you're lying. It happens to everybody sooner or later. The game will, you know, make jersey or make uniforms look darker than they're supposed to be, or you get on a night map or something crazy like that. It's bound to happen. But man, what a matchup we got here. Newbies taking a 2-0 lead, and then beginners coming back 2 unanswered to tie this up on map number 1. Take a look at our new objective, and it is heading back into the south warehouse inside. This is a fun one as well.
I mean, technically we've got 3 team kills so far for a team, so it's a, you know, it's a team effort, right? So
That's it. That's it.
failures are on all of us.
As Smoils and them were talking about, they have 3 team kills so far, as the defense is going to have their hands full as a quick spawn does come out in the south. And Pause finding the first one. And what became a very large map has very quickly became a CQB style matchup here on this objective. Short Undead going to be taken down by Stray Jack as the beginners, all 5 of them just pushing out, not allowing them to come out anywhere and leave their spawn. Flashes coming out. Jason, last one up, being pinched and pinched hard as he has nowhere to go. All 5 lasers. Dear God. That poor guy. Wow. Nothing for Jason to do there, with lasers coming from every which way possible. And just bury your head in the sand and take it right there. Nothing you can do, as the beginners, as soon as they recognized that quick spawn, just jumped out, and everybody ran straight to the south. Jason, last one up, being pinched and pinched hard as he has nowhere to go. All 5 lasers. Dear God. That poor guy. The amount of bullets that Avatar probably just took there. Whew. And that's the dangers of that quick spawn. A lot of people like that quick spawn to try to, you know, confuse the team because it's such a large map. And because abandoned such a large map, you never would think that you get such a quick spawn like that. But, you know, the makers of the game, of this map, threw in that little bit there to give some extra spice here, is they are quickly going to check for this quick spawn as well, thinking there is a mirrored spawn, but nobody over here. Flash is coming out. I think they're quickly realizing no quick spawn. As they wanted to return the favor to the beginners as they did to them. Now time for the defense to set things back up for a longer round and a more strategic push from the beginners on this one. Short Undead hanging out behind the tree trunks here. Jump into some POVs here and try to get an idea of what these teams are looking at and the comms that are being used. Seaquick trying to make his rotation around the west beach.
All right, I'm gonna start pushing to the. I'm gonna start pushing.
I'm gonna push to the beach.
Jason behind the broken wall. Fabs inside the OBJ building. Mr. Shrimp just above him. Short Undead still outside watching this front cross. And Laid Back Egg also in the objective building. Mr. Shrimp, second story, staying nice and tucked down. Smoyles joining the rest of the guys on the beach side.
I'm southwest now.
And one big thing here about Seaquick's position is they didn't believe that there would be they stopped the quick spawn, didn't think anybody would be coming from the south, so they're going to be focused north. Now, Jason being the lonely guy in the south is either going to have to spot Seaquick first, or Seaquick is going to have a few easy kills on his hand. Jason, a little bit too low. Can he see Seaquick? I think he does. Ensuring that that wasn't a friendly.
I'm on west house, guys. West house, guys.
And pause, trying to hit Jason, does not connect. Shots do come out from Jason, trying to hold him back as he is getting pinched by the team in the south. But now at least the rest of the members know that there is multiples in the south. Jason unable to make those shots connect as Smoyles gets that kill.
I can't. He's feeding for me.
Short Undead possibly able to see Lawnwick here. Oh, maybe a little bit too low on the landscaping. Confirmation shots do come out as Short Undead's got to be hearing Lawnwick. And Short Undead does find that kill, tying this up 4v4. Mr. Shrimp, possible head exposure here from Seaquick. Seaquick, I think, seeing him. Waiting for that head peek one more time. Mr. Shrimp stands up too tall. And there it is. What a shot by Seaquick. Seeing that head popping up above. And pause and Fabs.
One was in the big window. He went back to.
Smoke's coming out to block Laid Back Egg's view as the team is starting to pile up on the outside. What is the defense going to do here? Short Undead cleaning house, grabbing two, and Fabs grabbing two also. Wow, what an ending to that round. Both double kills there right at the end as Newbies taking round number 6 in a fashion. Wow. Laid Back Egg's view as the team is starting to pile up on the outside. What is the defense going to do here? Short Undead cleaning house, grabbing 2, and Fabs grabbing 2 also. Wow, what an ending to that. And what an ending it was there. 4 kills in probably 2 to 3 seconds there with 30 seconds left on the clock. What a great defensive hold there by the Newbies. Even with the offense making a complete rotation and working their way back through the south and just putting that pressure on. Man, what a matchup. I am so glad I had time to cast this one today. I hope you guys are enjoying it. We got a 3v3 on map number 1. Will we go 9-round decider on map number 1? We shall see, as it is best of 9, first of 5 on each map. And this is the Newbies map pick. And man, the beginners are one of the top teams in the world, and the Newbies are staying with them neck and neck. And as a 7th round is going to start for us, the objective is going to change locations. We are heading to apartment buildings. And this one is a spicy one with a wide open front side and a lot of coverage in the back side of the apartment buildings. And this is going to be a tough one. Offense is going to have that early peak possible on that second story. Maybe Fabs is going to take that. You get to that second story window or doorway and you can look down directly on where the objective is within the first few seconds, and that is exactly where Fabs is heading. Let's see if he finds any kills here, or just going to try to gather some information. And it has become pretty known by the defense, as they do partner up there, to not go to that location. As you can see, they are staying away from this center street. And that is the death zone here. That center street is always watched, and that's why you see Smoils going to the side of it and Seaquick and them going onto the backside of the apartments. Offense quickly pushing up to 3-story here as a powerful location. Lonwick making his way to this side.
On me. On me, on me.
Hearing all those footsteps.
Here, Jay, bottom. Sorry, potentially top. Fuck, I'm not sure. Someone inside tank garage. He's down in the service tunnels, east direction.
And Pause getting spotted by Laid Back Egg. Only down. Need those confirmation shots.
Possibly side.
Or he will be revived.
It's -1, by the way.
In this game, the way body armor is currently been built into the game, the body armor is a bit OP. And there is the confirmation shots. You always need to put extra bullets into a down body, no matter what. Just put extra bullets in. Even if you tried, the body may not be sitting exactly where you think, just put more bullets into them. The only way to confirm that that is a dead body. You don't want that body coming back to haunt you later. Lonwick still sitting in the bottom floor of 3-story. Just going to cause some concerns between these teams, as he does here. Jason and Laid Back Egg trying to approach and take out Lonwick. Shots coming out, grabbing Jason and Laid Back Egg. We got 2 down bodies here in the 3-story.
That's a trade. If someone could revive me in 3-story ground floor, would be great. He's still alive, TJ.
And Jason is down to 2 revives possible in the 3-story, but all depends if they can make their way to that location. Short Undead and Mr. Shrimp still here in the north side. And who is the other member on the other side? Fabs is way too far away. And Stray Jack finding Mr. Shrimp there. Mr. Shrimp doing shrimp things even when he is dead. Try to help you along. Can't push you off the street. Looks like Fabs is going to make it to 3-story there and get those revives as long as they don't bleed out. He should have time yet. Should be a good 30 seconds or so yet before those bodies do bleed out. So what would have been a 3v2 is going to come back to a 4v3. Fabs grabbing Jason, and Stray Jack finding another one as he does get that quick peek onto them. Great peek by Stray Jack.
I'll go back up again, okay?
Yeah, let me go. I've got scope. Egg.
Is it just the three of us then?
Yeah, I've got a scope. Go down.
1 minute 44.
And as you can tell when I take the player tags off, it's hard for these guys to know where anybody is sitting. Smoke's coming out.
Yeah, babe.
Laid back egg pushing that north side back where Stray Jack was and has been dominating his angle as of now. And laid back egg might be trying that same approach once again. Stray Jack going to be hearing these footsteps here shortly. Is not watching the cross though. And he does find one. Laid back egg, but he's going to get quickly refragged by Stray Jack as he is not watching his angle. Did give 2v2. Fabs working in quickly here on the north side once again. Jason trying that same angle again. And they just keep lining up onto the same side. Sooner or later, you got to realize that there are a ton of bodies over here. Grenade coming out. Not gathering anybody. Will Stray Jack find a fourth on this side? And he does. Fabs taking shots at Stray Jack. It is going to become a gun battle. And Stray Jack grabbing another one. My goodness. Stray Jack cleaning house here on this side. Taking beginners up 4-3. And Stray Jack with 13 kills already on this map. All right, chat. It's time to let us know, will Pause stay negative or will he come back with a few kills before map number 1 is over? Clutch or kick time. Newbies going on defense here. Gonna need to take this round back and bring it to a 9-round decider as they need to gather as many points as possible on their map pick. Objective is going to be staying in the same location. See where these guys are going to be placing their defensive positions here shortly.
If I die, then they're going to come up the crawling route up to the cap, so we've got to make sure that's clear. That's it. For me.
You want me to do this, yes or no?
Um,
No, let me help you. Let me help you rush the front. Fuck it. I'll rush the front, you guys do the back.
Okay.
I know, but no one was rushing the front.
focus.
Hard 4-man push here along the west side as they are making their approach to the 3rd-story building. Shots coming out from Lawnwick, trying to hold back the team as Stray Jack and crew. Early flash coming out, may have hit laid back egg. And he is in a nice little spot. Oh, as he has allowed all the members to get up. Oh, missed those shots on to Stray Jack.
333.
Third floor. Third floor.
Laid back egg finding one of them. And Pause and Stray Jack are frantically looking for that guy. Smoyle's almost putting shots on him as Stray Jack is coming around. Will he see laid back egg? And finds laid back egg on that angle.
Okay, that's the only voice I heard. I think that's it.
Laid back egg did take down one before going down, so he did his job as a teammate there. And Smoyles has pushed inside the building uncontested. Oh, he's outside. I was like, wow, how did he get inside? Short Undead just on the other side of this wall is going to be hearing these footsteps. Mr. Shrimp inside. Watching back. Not a ton of coverage on the apartment side. Jason is in the back. Do have Fabs out here trusting on his teammates. You know, he's allowed to leave his back exposed to this whole side, knowing that Short Undead. And another TK almost went down. Smoyles just wanted a revive on the stats, it seems. Wanted a team medic.
Oh, true.
Did you check the other side?
There's one on the other side of this. He's on the other
Did you
side of this. I'm 100%
Okay.
sure.
Look.
Yeah. In that corner, you know.
Flash coming out, grabbing Lonwick and Smoyles. And another flash coming out. Smoyles trying to get that shot, doesn't take him down, but Jason ends up taking down Mr. Shrimp inside the building. And quickly, that TK brings them down to a two-man defense here with 4 up still left from beginners.
Just take out Shrimp, whoever's in the warehouse.
Stray Jack in the north, taking a look at the windows. Lonwick, wow, great shots from a distance there, leaving Fabs up all by himself. Needs to guard this objective with 4 beginners still left up. Fabs hearing these footsteps, preparing himself for this possible push on Lonwick. 1.5 minutes still left. Can Fabs hold it down? They are not really going to be expecting a guy over here, as they're probably thinking he is in, you know, the apartments itself, maybe in one of the doorways. But with Pause clearing out that center area, you know, that eliminates the possibilities of a defender sitting. So they're going to have to be thinking either really close by in the front or on one of these north or south edges in Fab's location, or possibly where Stray Jack was last round. 1 minute left from the beginners. Beginners are not a team to run out of time, so their push will start here in the next 15-20 seconds. Smoke's coming out. And Flash coming out. Should have grabbed Lonwick. He should get 1 kill here for sure. But it's going to give away his location, as now they know his potential spot. Fab's moving in towards the tank and goes down to Pause as beginners take map number 1, 5-3. Wow, what a good first map that was. A lot of action. Oh man, a lot of anxiety on even on my side here on the caster's point of view. What a good first map. Newbies map pick of Abandon. They go down 5-3 to beginners here on map number 1, and we will see what's going to happen here for map number 2 as beginners get the choice. Will they stay in the lobby? I'm not sure. They may rehost, but we will see. I'll be back with you in just one moment. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to map number 2 of this EU banger of a matchup here in week 21, the last week of the regular season. Newbies versus beginners. Number 2 beginners in the EU versus number 7 in the EU, the Newbies. And man, we are off to quarantine. What a map. I love this map. I love casting it and also playing it. And as we got all 10 members in the lobby and ready to go on this map, we are going to look at the lineup once again. Beginners running with Strayjack, Pause, Lonwick, Seaquick, and Smoils. Same lineup as before. Newbies, doesn't look like anything changed. Short Undead, Mr. Shrimp, Laidback Egg, Jason, and Fabs. Let's see if we can get them bands in one more time. Take a look at what went down on these bands. Set number 3 here for the IVRL, and this is the 10 map pool that we're looking at. Snow Peak, very first band coming out from the Newbies, and then going over to the beginner side, they take away Cargo and Suburbia, and then the 4th and final band on the home team taking away Downfall. And here we are with 6 maps to choose from. Abandon got taken map number 1, and now we are heading to wonderful quarantine. And as we can tell, the first objective is a spicy one, as it becomes the far south objective out in the wide open. I mean, you can't get north. One is the only one that's more wide open than this, as there is not a ton of cover directly on OBJ. You have a few buildings nearby, but it is super hard for the offense to push and to cap this. You really got to catch somebody off guard and away from a distance to get this cap off, but defensively, tough to set up. And as the beeps are telling us, we are off to round number 1 here on map number 2 of this matchup. And take a look at some of these POVs. And hopefully you did all right in the first map for predictions. Let's try it again. Make sure you get those predictions in on who is going to win map number 2. Will it be the newbies or will it be the beginners? Offense spreading wide there as 3 are approaching from the east, 2 from the impact, and defense with a nice just kill box type scenario set up as they are surrounding the OBJ. And you can see Smoils with a tablet out. Tablet gives you like a zoomed in map of your location and where your our teammates are located.
Oh, no, I don't.
Using that to make sure nobody dies from a distance and seeing where your teammates are located kind of helps you realize where to push from. And possibly if somebody dies, then you know who died instantly and where they possibly could have died from. Tablet awareness is a real thing and a very important thing in this game. Communication, tablet awareness. That is the information that you're given. So use it the best as possible. Smoils with the M203 trying to clear out anything that he could.
He didn't fly up. I guess the range is not enough.
Spoils, remember, big guy south.
Yeah, the big rock. I heard that.
It might have went to third story, so don't be surprised.
Stray Jack looking and finding laid back egg on that broken wall.
Icy spot.
And beginners with that early pick is bringing this to a 5v4. Lonwick and Pause taking over center burning and trying to find more angles. Will Jason see them?
I'm gonna push back around and go far west now.
One is between gas and
But how will they play it? Lonwick did spot Jason, I believe, and made it sound like will Pause be that guy to get him, and Lonwick bait the shots. But Lonwick with the quick fire onto Jason's position, taking him down. More shots from Smoils, looking for that guy on the big rock as Seaquick is moving in quickly. And Mr. Shrimp a little bit out in the open, using that Hesco as the only thing for coverage. It's a bit off meta, so they will have to just, they're not going to look for him here. They'll just have to spot him. And Stray Jack does. As shots do ring out, bringing this down to a 2-man defense. Fabs and who is that? Short Undead left to defend against 5 beginners.
Thanks.
More 3-story.
We are tanks, right? Because I seen a guy I didn't shoot.
Paused, downing Short Undead with the refrag, or with the quick confirm from Lonwick.
there's another one there. I told you, buddy. Thanks.
Leaving all up to Fabs again on defense, trying to protect against 5 beginners. grabbing one only down, but now giving away his position a bit in the open, as the second one is still in the South Hills, but taken down by Seaquick right outside Post Office. And Beginners taking round number 1 on map number 2. That's Prime Beginners right there on their map pick. They know Quarantine quite well, as we are seeing in the coordination and, you know, just able to pick off one at a time as they move through the map. It's a sight to be seen, and Newbies are going to have a handful here on the Beginners map pick of Quarantine, but it's not over. Total points is a factor here, even with Beginners winning 5-3 on the first map. All Newbies have to do is hold them to 3 points and try to take this back. And, you know, they could get a tie. They could get a win still. Still not over. There are the round timer beeps as things are going to get started here on round number 2. Beginners on defense, same objective as the offense is spawning in the north.
2 people south, yeah, and someone to snipe or someone to stay back and watch.
Yeah,
from
I'm going AC roof.
I want to give a shout out to everybody watching and all those in chat. Do appreciate all your participation and hope you're enjoying the show as we are getting started here on round number 2. And Lonwick getting that first kill onto Short Undead as he has trying to approach that second story. Also want to appreciate those follows that are coming out. Captain Doctor, May, and Chicken Sticks. Appreciate the recent follows today. And we do have a second Twitch channel. It's IVRL 2. So basically the same type of Twitch address, but with the 2 at the end. And please go over there and follow that one as well, as we do offer more games onto that channel. But today, there will be a total of 3 casts. This is cast number 1. I'm going to have 2 more casts today, all on this channel. So make sure you stay tuned and watch for those notifications. If you're not following, please do. Any subscribes do help us as well, as we are still getting started here in our very first season, hopefully with more to come. Stray Jack, finding Mr. Shrimp.
I downed a guy office, but I can't confirm him.
Confirmed.
Lonwick confirming those shots as almost getting peeked by Jason.
No, Echo 2.
Jason seeing Lonwick, and what a great shot by Jason.
Building deck.
Newbies down to 2 players. The other one, Fabs, off a north roof, looking down, trying to find anybody that could be visible right now. Seaquick is somewhat visible on a head peek every now and again, but Fab's also in a dangerous location. This is a bit of a skylining issue, as we like to call it. From a distance, you see somebody up against no background, and anything usually pops out. You can see movement, as you can see the head.
Yeah, I'm watching the second floor of East 2-story. I don't see anyone yet.
Of the head of Fabs there. As a caster, certain maps have locations, like right here in the middle of this map. You can hear all comms from all sides. The players can't hear it, just the casters can hear it, so no real advantage. But for us and the viewers, does give you another look, another listen into what happens here with these teams and how they communicate. There's all, and as you can tell, the beginners with great communication, letting each other know where they rotate to and what they can and can't cover, so other members can fill in that void. You know, if you say to somebody, I'm going to look this way, but I can't see South Dunes, then another person that is in that location be like, I cover South Dunes for you, but I can't see this side. And, you know, all that communication adds up to a excellent defensive coverage in all angles, you know, being watched. With 2.5 minutes left, does seem like a lot of time, but there is a good distance for Fabs to cover yet and a lot of lasers to find. Jason getting danger close as well, and just as I say that, C-Quick does find him, and quick refragged by Fabs and the confirmation.
Shit.
Fabs with under 2 minutes to go. Little drone action coming out late in the game here for Fabs. Doesn't have a ton of time, as they are going to find that drone quickly and shoot it down.
The drone just went by from impact.
And again, for those that are new and watching, you know, in game, you don't have player tags while you're in game. So as Fab moves through here, he has no idea where these people are sitting. Just saw the head of one there of Smoils by the ambulance. And Smoils reacting to that smoke throw, because the smoke does give off a trail. Under 30 seconds left. Fab has to make a move. Got a lot of distance to cover. He's going to get that 30-second beep in his headset just now. 20 seconds. He is going to quickly run out of time here. May not have heard that 30-second beep, as he is not moving with 10 seconds to go. C4 does come out, but Smoils finding that last kill onto Fabs in the middle of the streets. Fabs, you got shot because you were jaywalking. Should have came right over here. Safe zone. Nah, just kidding. What a good round, though. Good defense. Man, it's tough. Yeah, that's a tough one to push as an offense. And even tougher when you're facing a team like Beginners. Man, they are a tough team, and this is their map pick, so things are going to be hard for no matter who is playing them. But Newbies doing an excellent job getting a few picks here and there to start things off, and going back on defense here for the next round. Shall see how that's going to play out, as we do have another great objective to look into here, as we have outside of gas station. Very spicy, allows a lot of easy caps due to the fact you can hide behind this wall, you can get inside this building, or just cap out here in the open. So excited to see how this one's going to play out, and Newbies going on defense here. back to the game here as we go into round number 3, and just like that, the newbies win. Let's go home, folks. Game over. No, not quite, but that was a round reset. It's a function in the game you can do as you load in. If your team possibly wasn't fully ready, or someone grabbed the wrong utility, or something happened, everybody on your team can hit the give up button. You press a button on your controller, and then a give up comes in front of your screen, and if you do that within the first 20 seconds of popping into the round, you got 10 seconds after the round starts, and that first pre 10-15 seconds as well. There's nothing that's held against you. You just basically get like a restart, but it's something you don't want to do constantly and over again. You can get penalized for that, for delaying the game excessively, but it's there for those emergency type scenarios. Usually 1 or 2 of them in a game is not going to cause any issue, but if you're constantly doing that, it's going to draw some concerns. And again, we want to thank y'all in chat. Go through some of the people here, and we do appreciate you. Motion VR, thank you for the recent follow there, brother. Toxic Boss, Oscar Alvarez, Fume Plays, Daddy Spartan, appreciate you and your kind words there. Who else we got? Theta himself, Mr. Theta. Chicken Sticks, do appreciate you. And the recent follow as well. Smith's 518, always around. Sky Joker, always in here as well. And a caster on top of it. Sri Lankan, appreciate you in here, brother. We got Captain Doctor, you were in here earlier with the follow. And again, if it wasn't for all of you guys out there, we wouldn't be a thing. So do appreciate you guys very much for joining us and hanging out, as we do have a bit of a delay. Looks like they are going. Wasn't sure if a timeout was coming out. Bit of a quick spawn going to happen here for the offense as they do get in the south there. Defense is going to meet up with them if they do head to the hospital. We'll see how this one's going to play out.
Next to the garage.
Yeah, sure, that's your one.
Yep.
You gotta watch that. Nice and
Placing a C4 on it.
As Mr. Shrimp is heading that way. We shall see if he finds some bullets or if he can exchange them first. Stray Jack quickly looking, may have spotted him. Lots of lasers here, starting things off in the hospital as they know the defenders are going to try to push this before they enter it. Mr. Shrimp tucked into the corner here, going to be listening. Mr. Shrimp hearing all these footsteps as well. Seaquick scanning the area as he does move through. And this is one of them instances you don't want to back up too hard against the wall and have a foot show or something. That would be not good. And very unfortunate situation. Lonwick inside as well, also scanning through and looking at gas station. Gotta watch out for the windows in gas station. And missing the shots on the north roof there. Pause taking fire, shooting into center burning. Mr. Shrimp, cannot find Seaquick before Seaquick finds him.
Hospital, a guy down.
Gas station is going to be tough for these guys as it is a tight window for laid back egg to hide behind. But there's going to be lots of eyes onto laid back egg as he looks through this window. Shots coming off from Jason, does find pause, and Stray Jack quickly finding Jason as well. And that is a great teamwork when you have quick refrags like that. Man, what a flank by Jason to grab that kill, but beginners not allowing that push to go any further and quickly refragging that. Good defense so far here from the newbies as they have been holding back the beginners quite well. Lots of lasers over towards from gas station area over towards the hospital. Laid Back Egg still going to have lots to deal with here, as I would think a smoke or something would come from the offense to block Laid Back Egg's view. Waiting for C-Quick to possibly peek this corner, and onward timing almost happened there. Lonwick still holding that angle. Just looking for Laid Back Egg to possibly peek that window once more. And onward timing, Lonwick just missed his opportunity.
Station and one on OBJ by that wall that is hanging.
Not the one closest to me, right?
Straight Jack trying to make that approach from the west side, getting behind the defenders, but Fab spotting him out, putting it stop to that bit of a rotation. Laid Back Egg behind the wall, still under good cover there in gas station. Short Undead also in good coverage between the wall and the building. I do like that spot. Oh, he moved out a bit to the concrete blocks. A nice little angle. Don't know if I really even knew that that was there, but man, that's a nice little tight little angle to watch that gas station or that hospital exit. Straight Jack trying to get this guy out of center burning. And you'll notice how the beginners play is they spot somebody and they do whatever they have to clear that guy out. They don't try to go around too many guys because they don't want to end up getting shot in the back. And there comes them smokes from Lonwick, putting smokes onto the gas station. And here comes the beginners push. Last minute left. As Short Undead does rotate back quickly, and Straight Jack finds that kill. Lonwick going down to Laid Back Egg, but still alive. C-Quick gonna try for this cap. Or he gonna go for the trade. C-Quick out here. And C-Quick rushing him, grabbing that last kill. Good work by the beginners on that last 1 minute push. And if Laid Back Egg had a bigger magazine or something, he probably could have kept firing. But decided to run out of ammo, unfortunately, and had to reload, and gave that opportunity for C-Quick to push in on him. And the defense was looking good there for a while. It was a good setup, good angles, but once the smokes come out, you know, people start getting a little nervous, don't want to get capped on, and the rotations come out from the defense, and that's when the beginners start picking them apart as they rotate out in the open. Man, what a matchup here. I know, you know, the beginner score line looks a little stronger than the newbies, but if you've been watching, it's been a back and forth close battle. I mean, it's coming down to some, you know, head-on-head, you know, gunfights. Is, you know, trades have been happening, and it's just those little victories that are setting things off. It's not been a total rundown, and that's what the matchups we like to see here. Heading into round number 4, the objective is staying in the same location. Offense gets a different spawn. They do not get the quick spawn. They get the far northeast spawn. Gonna allow them to spread apart and possibly pick out some different locations and not just run towards the hospital.
I thought we had like 4 in this way.
I think there's supposed to be 3. I'm gonna try and put some space between.
Offense quickly approaching there behind what I like to call, as our team likes to call, the mall. It's the large building in the middle where the tank sits. Stray Jack in the south, keeping an eye on that cross as Seaquick has made his way into the impact building's second story. Lonwick still watching that south cross, not allowing anybody to push across that street and into the south. Fab sending out a drone.
Okay. Center roof is clear.
See if we can spot it. Don't hear the drone anywhere. Maybe we can know by his callouts. Laid back egg pushing off the north roof. Gonna start looking in towards center burning and at impact building. Offense somewhat held up as Fabs is using his drone to try to clear out some areas and let the offense know where these locations are. Pause trying to find shots, I believe, on to Jason, but Seaquick finding short undead in impact.
Echo 4.
And almost another TK.
One's west side smooth.
Smoils.
Oh shit.
How am I not aware when I have a friend there?
Bit of miscommunication there by Smoils and Seaquick. Smoils.
But the hear drones. You can hear it, but
By the hole.
Pause finding Mr. Shrimp.
I'm gonna say he's only downed. His body fell, but it was only a headshot zone.
And pause finding Jason.
I downed another one by APC. I'm gonna say 2 downed.
Laid back egg finding Seaquick in impact building. Clears out a large hole, but now a laid back egg is going to have Smoils to deal with as Lonwick finds Mr. Shrimp there at Tank Courtyard. Laid back egg coming out of the impact is going to be dealing with Smoils here. And just missing him on this angle so far.
Yeah, I'm just below your drone here.
Smoils finding that drone, but giving away his position as laid back egg now has a good idea of where Smoils could be located, and laid back egg with an excellent shot there.
Got him. I'm gonna go back into impact.
Good work. And even though the drone didn't find that guy, he drew that guy out with the shots, and that gave them enough information for laid back egg there to find that kill. Newbies doing an excellent job here picking apart the defense as it is down to only 3 members left of defense. Minute and a half to go. Newbies still have a lot of work ahead of them. Pause, peeking that roof. And flash coming out here into the container, or into the broken wing courtyard. Did not get Lonwick as he is behind the building. Smoke's heading over towards. Flash is coming out. Another Flash coming out, grabbing laid back egg. He is Flash, but Lonwick finding Fabs. And this is the spot I thought Lonwick was in earlier. Very tough spot to deal with as you're constantly undercover. Laid back egg here in the footsteps of Lonwick. Lonwick here in the footsteps of laid back egg. And now laid back egg is in a bit of a predicament as he is out in the open. And there was a drop on the defense, but Lonwick finding that kill, and we just lost a defender at that moment. Things could have opened up there for the Newbies, but Lonwick got that kill just in time as beginners take round number 4. And we go 4-0 here on map number 2. But giving away his position as laid back egg now has a good idea of where Smoils could be located, and laid back egg with an excellent shot there. And beginners total points do go up to 9, which is going to be incredibly tough for the Newbies here as they do need to score 6 unanswered points. Now we say first to 5 wins, but it's possible to get 6 if you get a cap or 2 in that mix of points. Newbies going on defense here would need to hold, gather 1 point, and they can cap 3 points, hold 4 points, cap 6 points. So technically not out of it, as a tie is still possible, but the Newbies have to win the next 4 rounds with a hold, a cap, a hold, and a cap. And that is one tough order. Doesn't matter who you're playing. And even tougher when you're playing a team like beginners and their current record. Looks like we did have a drop on the beginner side, but they may be playing a 4v5. And they tricked me. They are not starting just yet, as we do take the next objective here at Impact Building behind the broken wall. The key out of objectives here on Quarantine, as you can cap outside the wall, obviously inside the wall, or even on the second story above. So being on defense and possibly being the last member left, it is an extremely stressful one to protect, as there are so many angles you cannot cover from one position, and you do need to constantly be rotating and checking open spots. Still waiting on that 5th member from beginners as he does come back. Pause. Back in the game. Should be starting here very, very quickly. Newbies going on defense here.
Short spawn, okay, so,
and it is the short spawn, as they were mentioning. Quick spawn comes out directly by the hospital, and things are going to happen fast for both sides. Action can happen here on the corner. Shots coming out already, but what the big thing is going to be here is Mr. Shrimp should find Lonwick, as Lonwick did not spot Mr. Shrimp coming, and Smoils finding Fabs, though. Also 2 downs as Shrimp confirms that one. Mr. Shrimp very far away from objective, does need to be tablet aware and constantly checking. Short undead in a very peculiar spot. What was I gonna say? Non-meta, so something you don't quite look for.
2 minutes of callouts to give you.
And Fabs down here in the open, trying to get out here between these 2 containers. And I like the aggressiveness by Jason and the group, you know, putting it all out there on the table. The only thing Jason's got to worry about is he going to expect them to push so far to the west to the east there, that they're not expecting that, and that's what happened. As they were, even with the quick spawn, you thought you could get behind them at center burning or something around there, and unfortunately, for Jason's sake, that the team pushed so far east that they were watching any of that long locations, and it does look like these guys in the east are gonna have.
Fucking confirm for same time.
Ooh, fuck yeah. I just downed the guy objective, but he could get revived, I don't know. It was a nice shot though.
One burning or something?
As Stray Jack does get an excellent shot. That is one long shot to get. Short Undead trying to hold these guys back and allow Mr. Shrimp to possibly push up a little bit closer. It does look like Seaquick found Mr. Shrimp here hanging out on the ground, and all down to Short Undead by himself. Short Undead finding Smoils. It's going to have a lot of work ahead of him here, as he is the last member up, rotating in open space. May get spotted by Seaquick. Does make it across. Very, very good. Fab's going to give this call outs of the smokes coming in. And only 3.5 beginners left. Seaquick getting danger close. Grabbing that confirmation. Short Undead, and this is where that danger comes in, as they can crawl right up on this outside wall here and grab this kill. Short Undead checking it randomly, and Pause in the south grabs that kill, leaving Short Undead by himself with rotations that have to be made. Will the cap come out? Will they be able to see Pause? Short Undead not expecting Seaquick to be here, and the revive, and the cap does come out. Man, Seaquick with that cap, bringing beginners up 6-0. What a cap there by Seaquick to end the match, and or end the map and the match. And that's what we were talking about earlier on. Such a hard one to defend. One person left. You cannot possibly see all angles at the same time. And it's just unfortunate events there for Short Undead, as beginners grab that last point in the last map, bringing their total score 11-3 in this matchup. Let's take a look at that cap one more time. Short Undead not expecting Seaquick to be here, and the revive, and the cap does come out. Man, Seaquick with that cap, bringing beginners up 6-0. Yes, and what a job there by the beginners on this map, and it was their map pick, so obviously they knew what they were doing when they were getting into it. They had the most confidence in this map selection, and it shows. 6-0 map number 2 for the beginners, taking this map and this matchup 11-3. Hope everybody had a good time this afternoon and this evening. Depends on what side of the world you are on. I am Lampy28. Appreciate you being here for the IVRL Week 21 matchup of newbies versus beginners. This is the first of many today, so join me back later on this afternoon. Pay attention to the Discord, IVRL Discord. Make sure you jump into there as well. And make sure you like or follow this channel and our other channel to ensure that you're getting notified all the time when we go live. That's all we do on these channels is casting league matches. There's no other type of content on these channels, so make sure you be notified. Get to IVRL 2, also follow on those, and we'll see you guys later and next time in a few hours back here. Again, I am Lampy28. Have a good day, have a good night, and God bless you.